Recording. Awesome, awesome. Guys, drop in the chat what city you're coming in from, what state you are coming in from. We have people all over the entire country that are tuning into this call. We got 66, 67 people on here as of right now. Listen, if you see people that are on your team not on this call, if you know there's people that should be on here because you know it's going to change your life, I'm telling you, keep hitting them up. I was just telling Jay about this before we got on here. There was a few calls that we had, just a few that absolutely changed our entire life. Absolutely changed our life. I remember one of the calls, guys. It was like March of 2019. I was brand new and I literally wrote down on the notebook, this call changed my life forever. And I dated it and signed it. You never know when you're going to get on a call and you're going to hear something that changes everything about your perspective in this business, everything about the desire and the hustle that you're actually putting in. And so make sure you're reaching out to your team, guys. This call is going to go for a while. I'm not going to be doing, a training on this call. I'm going to touch on a few things, nor is Jay, guys. We're actually going to pass it to the guest speaker here relatively soon. For those of you that are brand new, we do these calls every single Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, if you're on the East Coast, guys, and you're Florida, this is at 8 p.m. If you're in obviously the Central, where Minnesota is, guys, that is 7 p.m. And obviously, if you're in California, guys, this is at 5 p.m. But I'm super excited and grateful to be on this call. We do it every single week. And the whole purpose of this call is to help you change your life. Okay, we get together and we talk and we obviously train and coach on things that change our life, right? A lot of the things that we're going to go over on these calls, for those of you that are new, it's none of it's new under the sun. It's all information that we received and we are passing along. See, that's what we learned 7 years ago, me and Jay, when we got into the industry at 20 years old, is, it's not about what you can learn, it's about what you can teach. Because what you can teach is duplicatable, right? So that's why we do these calls and we pass along the information because we're trying to help develop the next wave of leaders that are going to go earn 6+ figures inside of this industry, right? Already this year, and our guest speaker will actually tell you guys this, but already this year, there's been 10, 20 new 6-figure earners inside of this company. So we're in massive momentum, but few things real quick, okay? You have to take notes on this call. Okay, guys, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat if you have a notebook ready. So you're ready to take notes from a multi 7-figure earner inside of this industry. Listen, if you're dropping a 1 inside of the chat right now, it means you are prepared. The universe is watching you. It knows that you are ready to level up. A lot of times people think they're too cool to take notes, right? Hey, listen, school was one thing, but I'm telling you, not when you're inside a money-making vehicle like this. Note takers are money makers, okay? You have to take notes. It's a proven fact that you will only remember 5% of what it is that you're about to learn on this call if you don't take notes, right? How are you going to go build a massive organization and change, thousands, if not hundreds of thousands lives if you're forgetting about what you learned today? Right? So super, super important, guys. Obviously, our goal is to impact the lives of over 250,000 customers worldwide. That's 1,000 diamonds inside of Akashics, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, God. It is already done, okay? You joined this company at the perfect time, guys. I do want to mention this as well, okay? Obviously, the speaker that we're going to have on this call, ladies and gentlemen, he's made millions of dollars in the industry. He was literally one of the pioneers in the Forex and network marketing industry. He was one of the first people to ever do it inside of this industry, guys. He literally had a team of hundreds of thousands of people in his organization. Literally in his organization. Absolutely crazy, guys. He led an insane movement. You guys can see it through his social media. He has so much stuff that's on here. But I want to let you know this, okay? If you are on this call, all right, you might hear some things on this call, and I want to let you know if you hear some things and it stings you a little bit, it pertains to you. Okay. If you hear something that stings, it pertains to you, right? If I pour a bottle of alcohol in my hand and it doesn't burn at all, right? There's no cuts, there's nothing to disinfect. But if it starts burning, it's not bad, it's disinfecting, right? It's super important, guys, that you don't hide from the things that sting, right? Some of you are going to hear some stuff and you're going to be like, he's talking about me. He's talking about me. That's me right there. He's calling me out. It's like he's speaking to me, right? But you have to lean into it. Okay, that's the only way that you're going to make 2026 one of the best years you've ever had. Okay, so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get into the main speaker on this call. I believe I have him co-hosted. Like I said, he was one of the first people to ever pioneer this entire industry. I'm talking about before me, before Jay, before Matthew Thayer, before Joey Wilson. I mean, he was literally doing it in 2013 when he first got started. Think about that. I was still in high school. I think I was a sophomore in high school, and he's literally just changed millions of people's lives around the world. I'm extremely grateful for this individual. You know, we got on the phone, and I was like, "Listen, man, I think that you could provide a lot of value to this team specifically, not just his team, but the whole company." And so we got him on this call, guys. I hope you are ready to take notes because what you're about to hear is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Okay. Well, with that being said, guys, can we drop some sevens in the chat for the guest speaker who's been doing this since 2013, made millions of dollars around the world, and obviously, guys, is our brand new elite ambassador inside of Akashex. Okay, I want to quickly play a video for you, ladies and gentlemen, real quick before we have.
When you were known in my belly, God told me to name you Garrett because you would be a great king, a leader of people. Through the years, you excelled. I knew you would be a juggernaut one day in this world. I didn't know where. Now you're a father, partner, friend, and mentor. But I just wanted to say, just remember, always pour into yourself and plug into others as well.
Everything is gonna be alright.
And last but not least, trust in the Most High God and trust your own instincts.
Raise your hand if you were here when we first started doing the events. And we were telling y'all this is going to be the smallest it ever is. We was telling them, like, look, we know what we're doing. We've done this multiple times. We created a blueprint that works with all type of lives around the world. So, you know, if you're in this room, someone invited you, they did not bring you here to come try something out. They already tried it out for you. They've already seen other people try it out for you. And you're literally here to be another success story that we created.
Okay, I really do get I'm making a day. What they making a life? Is it cause that I'm
Let's go, guys. Absolutely blow up the chat right now. Blow it up. And let's welcome our guest speaker to the call, Mr. Garrett Roberts. Okay, the floor is yours, man. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Am I coming loud and clear through your speakers? All right. All right. I think I'm clear. Man. Shout out to every single person on the call tonight. I'm mellow right now, but I can feel the hypeness already coming. I already feel it. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to Jay. I salute both of you guys. When I came into this company, guys, you guys was just genuinely real. Shout out to my little Zoom baby. Anytime you hear a Zoom, he was born on Zoom. I was literally hosting a Zoom when he was born. So shout out to him. He's just a natural Zoom baby. But Josh, Jay, man, salute to both of you guys, like true leaders. When I came into Akashex, guys, like I remember coming in at a low moment in life where it was like, a business that was pretty much my baby. Before this baby, that business was my baby pretty much, abruptly just stop, right? And I remember coming into Akashic, seeing Josh and Jay, seeing them at Black Diamond, hearing them speak, hearing them talk about making money online, using automation, using systems. And I was just like, this is the type of leadership that people really need. Just genuine guys, like genuine people that's not going to sugarcoat it, not going to give you hype, literally give you the systems that you need to succeed, guys. And when I got in here, I was like, dang, I can't wait to, I could get to their level of leadership inside of here where people just trust me to even give this type of call or give knowledge away or talk about my experiences. Because, I get it, guys. People talk about the things I've done in the past, but I'm from the show me state, right? I'm from the past is the past. What you doing now? I'm that type of guy, right? So I know I've done amazing things. I know I've created history. I know I've, made a lot of millionaires and six-figure earners, but I don't wear that on my sleeve. I wear, what are we doing today? Right? What are we doing today? Who are we impacting today? Who's ranking up today? Who's getting results today? Who's getting paid tonight on the get paid session? Right? Who's showing the plan today? Those are the things that's super important to me. So when I came in, I had doubt. I had doubt, guys. Like I'm normal like all of you guys. When I press post, I'll be like, damn, I should delete that. Or I'll type up something, I'll be like, I'm not gonna post it. I'm normal, guys, right? And a lot of you guys probably feel the same way. You have that self-doubt. And I remember coming in into Akashics, and they was like, and this is where I had to make a decision, guys, that I really wanted to win here. Because sometimes our egos are bigger than who we truly are, right? And so I remember coming in and it was like, yo, you want to do the panel? Guys, for 10 years I hosted panels. For 10 years I picked out who was going to be on panels. For 10 years I told them, here's what you're going to talk about on panels, right? So when I got here and they was like, hey, you want to be on the panel? I had to really say, absolutely. I would love to be in this moment again, right? I would love to take all the knowledge that I've obtained over the last 10 years and really put it to work to see if it's cap or not. I would love to start over. Like people always ask me, hey, if you lost it all, what would you do? I would do this, network marketing. I would find a business that is truly undeniable. And I would surround myself and my loved ones around that offer, and we will make sure that that offer is understood to every single household that is for them, guys. And so, I'm truly blessed, guys. I'm truly grateful to have an amazing opportunity, to have amazing uplines, Maddie, Joey, Ali, to have amazing leadership in the company, all the black diamonds, all the blue diamonds, all the diamonds, have amazing educators who perform every single, without them, guys, there is no us, right? And I'm not going to use 10, 12 years of experience to not always be in a student mode, guys, because I learn every single day. When I hop on social media, I do not get on social media to scroll. I tell people all the time, if you see me on social media, I'm most likely studying at that moment, right? I don't get on there to play. I don't get on there to really even post. I get on there to study trends, study things that work, and to increase my, my brain flow, guys. So I salute every single one of you guys for being on this call, because you're on one of these calls right now because you're trying to do the same things. You're probably somebody who show up to training calls every day. You get on these masterminds every single day, and you're just a student, and that's what I was, guys. But I'm gonna kind of talk tonight about things that clicked for me and not only made me the best student, but I feel like it made me the best networker in the game. Okay. So I'm going to start talking about what made me transition from that person who was struggling at 10,000 a year, 20,000 a year, and making a good, a shift. And I haven't done anything less than pretty much $1 million a year since the age of 27, right? So this will probably be my first year if well, last year, because I came into this, but this year for sure $1 million year, guys. So we're gonna talk about how to do those things, how to make sure not only you watch people do those numbers, but you can actually do those numbers as well, guys. I remember 2012. Here's what first made a huge shift for me, guys. In 2012, when I got started in the industry, I had nothing to my name. I had a newborn daughter and I had 2 felonies, right? And on those 2 felony probations, my probation officer didn't believe in this industry. At that time in 2012, you couldn't tell somebody I'm a network marketer. You couldn't tell someone in 2012 that I'm an entrepreneur. That just means you were the first closest step to being unemployed and broke. That's what that meant in 2012. If you went around and you told people you was an entrepreneur, that means you was broke. If you told people you worked from home, they was looking at you crazy because at that time it was really meant for girls, right? Work from home moms and all of that type of stuff was going on. So I remember, getting exposed to the industry of direct sales online. Guys, I already did sales all my life. I've been in sales since very, very early. The wrong type of sales, the right type of sales, everything about me was sales driven, guys. So when I came into this industry, I wasn't really familiar about making money online or making money from your pain and your story. Right. And I remember coming into the industry, just wanting to make it work, just wanting to make $1,000 a week. That was my first goal. I just want to make $1,000 a week so I could go tell my PO that I found a real job and I don't need to go get a real job. That was like my only goal at first. Like, hey, if I'm making 1,000 a week, you can't tell me to go do nothing, right? And so I remember, and I'm super blessed, guys. And here's one of the first notes, right? I hear a lot of people say, "What's your why?" Right? And when I hear people say what their why is usually a lie, right? It is usually a lie. Oh man, my grandma, I gotta buy her this. Oh, my mama, I want to get. No, that's a good reason on why you want to do this, but that's not a good enough why. At my time, my why was if I didn't make this work, I'm going to jail. So that was a good enough why on why I had to make this work. So in the beginning, guys, I'm coming from a world where I was the man. I literally was the man from 16 to 21 years old. Okay. And so when I got into this, I threw away that whole lifestyle to start all over. And I remember being at rock bottom for the first time in life, being a loser for the first time in life, it felt like. And I remember just sitting on the webinars and hearing the 6-figure earners thinking to myself, this guy? Ain't no way. This guy. You telling me he's a winner and I'm not? And I had to humble myself to say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to create a winner inside of myself. I'm going to create a winner within myself. How am I going to do that, Garrett? See, before I was rich off the net, I was just Garrett. Okay. I was just Garrett, the guy with 5 likes. You could go in all my old posts. They still there. The guy with 5 likes, a speech impediment, looked like Gucci Man, and everybody knew him from doing negative things in his city. This is who I was coming into the industry as. And here I was trying to recreate a new trustworthy me, right? A new trustworthy me. So what I had to do was I had to start getting on the webinars. But here's what I realized very quickly, guys. I noticed that most people got on webinars to prove to their leaders that they were in attendance. I started getting on webinars so I never had to listen or watch the leader make all the money again. So I'm going to say that slower for you guys, right? Because I don't want you to take this the wrong way. Some of you guys will take this and say, "Oh, I never got to listen to my leader again." Awesome. No, that's not what I mean. I mean was I was the guy where if I told you, hey, the reason why I'm not doing this is because I'm learning this, that whatever I said I was learning was learned by tomorrow. Okay, so I was a lot different. So when I would get on these webinars, I used to call myself the Robin Hood of network marketing. That's what I used to call myself because I would get on webinars when they weren't free. See, back then you couldn't get on a webinar like this for free. You had to pay $500, $1,000, $2,000, or you had to be a high-ranking person on that person's team to even get on a call like this. So I went bankrupt my first 6 months just buying trainings, buying Zooms, joining other leaders, even though I wasn't mentally in their company. I lied and basically said, yo, just send me a link so I could get on all your trainings in your company. Right. And so what happened was, guys, I went through a 6, 8 month process of no rap music, no drugs, no movies, no clubs, no anything but personal development. Right. There's a post on my page where I'm like holding a notebook and I'm holding my first company's debit card because they used to send us a debit card to pay us in commission, and I have a notebook there. I wrote every word from the webinars in that notebook. So if Josh was talking and he said, "Hey guys, to grow your business, you want to do A, B, C, D, F." In my notes it said A, B, C, D, weird laugh, F. Right? I wanted to study the whole game, right? I wanted to study every single person that I knew. You know, you're no better than me. I'm hearing your story. Have you ever noticed in network marketing, everybody's story basically starts off with, hey, I got to the point where I realized life wasn't perfect. So that means none of these people are perfect. Right? That means every single person that is a leader or a big earner or a person that we think is perfect, none of them are perfect or they wouldn't be in this industry because this industry is for the non-perfect. So when I realized, like, okay, if you were able to learn something to get these big results, then what if it took you 3 years and it takes me 6 months? What type of results will I get? And that's when I learned about compressing time. Right? Compressing time is how I turned my mentors into mentees. Compressing time is how I went from the 1,000th level to the first level. Compressing time is how people say, oh, that's just Garrett. He don't wear suits and he don't do this and he don't do that. And now people call me the millionaire maker. It's compressing time. Because most people, how can I say this? Most people become entrepreneurs because they want a gateway to laziness. Okay. Most people become entrepreneurs because they want a gateway to laziness. And then the other half of the people, they choose trading because they just lazy. So here we are, right? Right? Here we are. And I had to make a decision to say, I'm not going to be lazy with this opportunity. Right. And so what did that look like? That meant staying up every single day. Right. They used to tell me on Facebook, hey, your green, this is the Facebook days when I came up. Your green light never goes off. Somebody drop it in the chat what that mean if your green light never goes off on Facebook. Does anybody know what that means? You're always active. I'm always recruiting. I was always sending the message first saying, hey, bro, I checked out your page. You look like a business-minded individual. I see you got kids. Hey, I'm launching something big in your city. You look like somebody that I'm looking for. You look like an individual that got leadership qualities. Do you got a free 5, 10 minutes so I can show you this blueprint that's been able to do this for me and some of my business partners? Because we're going to be in your city next month. And I need somebody that I can launch this with that's a leader. And I'll send that until Facebook bans me. It used to be like 40 people, 50 people. Now it's probably like 20, 30. Whoop-de-doo, you still don't do it. Right? So we got to be at the mindset now where it's like, okay, let me wake up every day and do the work. Right? Let me wake up every single day. Guys, I didn't get a break until my 3rd year being a millionaire. So I started around 23. I didn't get my first real break until like 29, 30 years old, doing this every single day, all day, every day, all day, every day. So don't get me wrong. I did it like that because I wanted hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. Did I fall short? Yes, but I think I should have made it because there were certain people who came after me doing what I was doing and they made it around that. It just didn't work out for me that way. But I know that work I put in put me in position to make it. Okay. So you need to ask yourself, yeah, this is a $200 investment. Yeah, this is a low entry fee, but are you putting in $1 million worth of work? Or are you allowing your leaders, right, to do all the work so they can get the millions? Because that's what's going to happen. If you don't put yourself in alignment with the people that's making all the money, you're never going to get any. Because, and I learned that very early. I would get on those webinars and they would always say the person in the front makes all the money. The person hosting the webinar makes all the money. The person hosting the clicker make all the money. And I told my upline, dude, you would never do anything for me again. We could do it together, but you would never do anything for me again. Right. And at that moment, I made a decision that I need to be responsible every single day for me showing up. If you started a candy store and showed up once every month, your candy store is going out of business. It's the same with this business. If you started a candy store and you're showing a commercial for your store once every day, your candy store is going out of business. If you start a candy store and you're showing 2 people a day, it's still going out of business. And so we have to start treating this like a real. Drop a 1 in the chat if you ever did a sales job. Right? I know I'm getting fired up now. I feel the heat. Okay, so drop a 1 if you ever dropped. Okay, so if you ever worked a sales job, drop what number did you have to basically, what quota did you have to hit every single day just to basically keep your job? Like, what is the number that you gotta hit every day just to know you gonna have a job? It's like it's anywhere to 5 to 10 sales, no matter what sales job it is. 5 to 10, right? And if it's a low offer, you better be doing way more. You're at the bottom of the barrel, basically. If it costs a little bit, you better be doing a lot. Right. So you have to understand this is sales, ladies and gentlemen. The #1 skill in the world, sales. There's nothing easy about this. There's nothing that you're just going to wake up and just start doing about this. This has to be studied. This has to be studied, ladies and gentlemen. Network marketing has to be studied. I used to listen all day to Eric Ward. Every day I go to sleep to his audios, and whoever he was interviewing, I go to sleep to him. Whatever he was talking about, I know. The first company that Maddie was in, I wasn't even in that company, and I knew every single leader from that company because they would do trainings all the time. And I'm like, well, this seems like the best place to get a training from. You have to put yourself in position to understand, I'm learning now to teach tomorrow. I'm learning now to teach tomorrow, but here's the trick. It's 2026 now. Here's where people got fancy, right? People start realizing they can learn today and teach tomorrow and never do what they taught. I never did that. So when I say, hey, I learned something today, I did it today, I taught it for free tomorrow. That is what put me in a position of an educator. That is what put me in a position of a trainer. That is what put people to stop looking at me as like, oh, that's just Garrett from the hood. He don't know nothing. He just trying to make money off of us. Oh, Garrett sounds really knowledgeable on what he's talking about. So, ladies and gentlemen, it don't matter if it's your first day, your second day, your third day, you made $1, $1,000, $50,000. You can make a decision and say, I'm now going to lead inside of my offer. I'm now going to educate inside of my offer, guys. I don't know if you guys ever heard me do the training. I think I did it on a call here recently. I don't know exactly which call it is, but I believe there's only 5 type of people who make money in network marketing. There's only 5. So write this down. Write this down. There's 5 type of people who make money. Well, I won't say people. There's 5 marketers. There's 5 categories of marketers, right? If you want to make $10,000 to $20,000 a year, choose one. Choose one. If you want to make six figures, choose two. Okay, you're gonna have to be at least two. If you want to make multiple six figures, I say 2 to 3. And if you want to make seven figures, you're gonna need multiple of these categories. So number one is, and I believe this is the cheapest form of marketing now. This is what works the least. This is what people don't care about anymore. This is what people actually run away from. So number one, these are the people who make money in network marketing. Number one is your lifestyle marketers. Lifestyle marketers. In 2015, 2016, 2017, they ran everything. 2018, they ran everything. 19 ran everything. The YouTubers, the flashy people, the people with the jets, the Airbnbs, the cars, the Rollies, the APs, all of that. That's your lifestyle marketers, the trips, all of that. Anybody you see showing lifestyle, that is a form of marketing that works, but it is the cheapest form now in 2026. Number two, this is what made me my first six figures. Your educational marketer. This is somebody who goes out and they're presenting with education. There's a lot of them now in 2026. The people that just pop up doing the selfies and saying, hey, are you struggling with this? Well, here's 2 steps that's educational marketing. Those are the people that the customers are already comfortable with before the customer even spends the money. The customer feels safe with this person the most because they already seeing that you're going to educate them before they even spend the money or join you. So that is your educational marketer. Number three is your motivational marketer, right? These are the people hollering, screaming, they turned up. You guys kind of know what I'm talking about. And I want you to start thinking of people that you follow and put their names next to this list, right? Think of people that you follow or think of people that's in the company right now that and put their names next to these categories. Number four, where did I stop at? So we got lifestyle, educational, motivator. Number four, spiritual marketers, right? These are the people. You guys get it, right? You guys get it. Spiritual marketers, right? That's even your pastor. Your pastor is a marketer for the church, right? So you got good spiritual, and then you got people who use it in the wrong way. So we're not even going to talk about that, right? But good spiritual marketers, people who lead with God, people who lead with, spiritual mindset. Then you have number five. I just included this one. Right? I just added this one to the training. I've been doing this training now for 7 years. I created this training. It's not a stolen thing. This is like me looking at the world and realizing, dang, it's only 4 people who make money. But I added a 5th one last year. And I call this, and this is the best one now. This is the best one in 2026. If you're doing this right here, you're getting results. If you're doing this right here, I'm gonna follow you and I'm gonna follow you and I'm gonna check back on you in 6-9 months because I believe if you're doing this, you're gonna blow up in 6-9 months. It is called the relatable marketer. I call it the Kaisenet effect. Right? I don't know if you guys know who Kaisenet is or not. It's a shameless plug, but I call it the relatable marketer. The relatable marketer is a counter trend to the lifestyle marketer. So when everybody got sick of the lifestyle marketers, here came the people, like you see how I'm sitting in the room? I used to be a lifestyle marketer. So I had a YouTube page. My YouTube channel on a monthly basis would cost me 5 to 10 grand just to keep that channel going because I had to do so much stuff to entertain. You see how I'm like just in the office and I could just get in front of a camera and start talking about my experiences. So let me show you what let me show you what relatable marketer looks like, right? Let's say you join me, you sign me up in Akashics. I just joined you. I have no results, but here's how I would launch if I had the knowledge I have today. I would sign up get all my accounts set up, hop on the live session tonight, let everybody know, hey guys, I don't know what I just got part of, but I just got a part of something that I think is going to change my life in the next 6 to 9 months. Look, man, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about trading for the last 3 to 4 years, and I always thought it was something not for me. I always thought it was too hard to learn. I always thought this was something not real, but I said enough is enough. 2026, I'm going all out and I'm going to learn this skill set that I've seen impacted so many people's lives. Stay tuned for part two. Part two. Hey, y'all, guess what? Tonight, me and my team, we hosted a live trading session. It's 400 people in here. We about to get paid. Matter of fact, you see all this, all these people getting paid. Man, I told you guys, 2026, this is my year to learn this skill set, and I'm not stopping. Matter of fact, they just showed me the blueprint on how I could franchise this same concept and run a digital franchise. Like, what? You telling me I could run a business for free? Like, start it today, be profitable tomorrow? Guys, I don't know what I got started in. I don't know how I was blessed to get a part of this, but I'm telling you guys, this is going to change my life forever. That is relatable. That's relatable. I didn't come off as a guru. I didn't come off as like I know what I'm going to do, what I'm doing. I didn't come off as if I know this going to work. I came off as, hey guys, I watch this stuff the same way you watch this stuff. I'm going all in. Watch and see if I fumble or if I go up with it. And guess what people are going to do? They're going to watch because they've been wanting to do the same damn thing. Excuse me for my language, but they've been wanting to do the same thing. There's a couple of people that's out right now that's lit. I seen them when they first posted, and I remember following them like, dang, this might work. This might work. And 6, 8, 9 months go by. Now they're the biggest in their lane. I seen it work for barbers. I seen it work for marketers. I seen it work for all type of people. The more you put yourself out there and tell your story, the more relatable you're going to be, right? The more relatable you're going to be. So it don't matter if you're new to this, you haven't made money. We're all winning, guys. This is a win-win situation here. You pay what? Whatever you paid to join, 100 some, 200 some, maybe you bought a couple months. That ain't worth no business. Whatever you paid, you should get paid back that every week. So every second, every minute. So whatever you paid to be here and get a free business, it wasn't enough, right? And so I want you guys to understand something. This is a win-win situation. You didn't have to pay for the back office when we switched to the AkashX platform. You didn't have to pay for the merchants because you got to put $2-3 million in reserve just because, right? You didn't have to pay for the lights to stay on and all the support people that help us and answer all our questions every day. You didn't have to pay for the scanner, all the scanners we got for. You don't have to pay the educators. You don't have to pay for none of that. That is a free business. When you make a sale, everything is profit. Guys, I done made over $10 million in network marketing. I made my money back in 2012. So that means from 2012 to now, my whole life been off free bands. I bought my Lambo off free bands. I bought my Wraith off free bands. I bought my house off free bands. I'm still living off free bands right now. So anytime that I take a loss, I'm like, man, I deserve that loss. Man, I've been living freely off a $100 investment. Volume pullback. We deserve it. This is too good. It's too amazing. Even gold just pulled back. Nike pulls back. Apple pulls back. What make us special? What make us special? So real early, I had to put a business cap on and understand this is business. This not no internet thing you signed up to and hope you get lucky in. This real business, ladies and gentlemen. And you got to build a business character if you're not already business minded. Right? And by the time you get business minded, you want to build the strongest business mind that you can, guys. So that's where I came up with the concept of win-win situation, right? It's a win-win situation. Shout out to Josh. He's doing all the hard work while we're making free commissions. All right. We paid for the product. We paid for the service. Everything else is free. So now you're in a position in 2026 where the whole world now wants to learn about trading. You have a digital trading distribution company. A digital trading distribution company. That means that you literally have an app, a website, a company that is built around giving people what they're looking for, ladies and gentlemen. I've been doing this trading MLM niche for 13 years now. I heard how Josh edified me, and I definitely appreciate it. But I am the reason there is a trading MLM niche. Okay. So I've seen every wave of it come and go. Every wave of it. I've seen every influence. You name them, we probably taught them. I done seen every wave of it come and go, ladies and gentlemen. What never will fail, what never will fail is a place that is safe for the newest person to learn how to trade. A place that's affordable and safe, it can never fail. Because you want to know who your competition is? The person that's in his mama basement with a Lambo with $4,000 Lambo payments, and he just want the Lambo payments. And so when you join his Discord, he either got two things in his Discord: stolen training, stolen strategy, or absence of a leader, because he was never one. So when these people go that route, that is what they're stuck with. Guess what we have? Daily sessions, daily signals, daily academy, a community, a culture, people that's going to hold your hand. We got scanners, all that stuff. Everything I name is worth 500. Everything I name worth 500. My first course was $1,000. I ain't teach you nothing but how to catch the high today. I ain't teach you nothing but how to catch the high today. We done made this so affordable to people that they think it's something they could deny. That's how affordable we done made this now. That people think that it's optional if they should do it or not. My first training that I ever sold was almost $1,500, and it taught you how to catch the high of the day. And people loved me for it. They loved me for it. So I want you guys to understand something. What you're selling, it will never get old. People are looking for it right now at this moment. I was talking to ChatGPT. See, I talk to ChatGPT. I don't know what y'all use ChatGPT for, but sometimes if I got a question, I do so much studying that's the only person that I know do more. So sometimes I'll go talk to ChatGPT, and I was asking it like, yo, put all this stuff together and tell me like how much is the trading sales industry worth? I don't care about the market. Who cares? How much is the people in selling this stuff? How much is that market worth? It was talking about like 14 billion, and that it should be worth like 30 billion in a few years. The sales part. The sales part. The sales part. So if you know this now, you might have not knew it before and you know it now, how are you going to position yourself to be looked at as an authority figure so people trust you to join you? What I did was I started leading with my products. I started leading with other people's results. Still to this day, guys, I shouldn't even say this, but I have to say it because you have to find a way to do it. I personally don't even use PowerPoints like that. So the way I do it here is when I get to the PowerPoint and I show a product, I log in my back office and show that product. When I get to the part of the PowerPoint and it's talking about info, I log in my back office and show all them products, all them services, because guess what that prospect don't got to worry about no more? What they going to get after they pay. You know it. It's right here in your face. Here are the results. right here in your face. Here's the testimonies right here in your face. I'm not no salesperson. I don't sign people up. We here to build people up. So matter of fact, I got to do more work for you than you'll ever do for yourself. I have to do more work for you than you will ever do for yourself. See, these are type of things I like to tell prospects at the door, right? At the door. So I'm about to shift into a whole nother part, guys, that is more about duplication. Because I understand there's two different type of people probably on this call. This first part was having confidence in launching, having confidence in understanding you're winning already, having confidence to not have self-doubt, having confidence to go talk to 100 people, because most likely those 70 of them was already looking for you. See, the numbers ain't how they used to be. They used to say 20% and 15. Those ain't the numbers no more. You need to go talk to the people, right? Have y'all ever heard the the deck of cards little training that people do, right? With the deck of cards, and they're talking about you need 4 aces. Have y'all ever heard that? Absolutely, right? So I made like a remix to it that changed my life forever. So with that deck of cards, let's say you have 2 deck of cards. So that's what, 104, right? That's 8 aces. Here's what most people are doing with the deck of cards. Oh, mentor, I talked to 8 people. No one likes this company. Oh, mentor, my membership is due. I talked to 4 more people. I'm not ranked. That's what most people are doing. This is what you want to do with the deck of cards. Hey, mentor, I'm on my 50th person. Oh, ace? Cool. Mentor, I found me an ace. Here you go. Here you go. Mentor, I found me an ace. Here you go. See, here's what most people are doing. Is that an ace? Oh, Ace, I love you so much. I love you so much, Ace. That's what most people are doing, and then you run your ace off. When you hurry up and go through your deck of cards, guys, you're looking for that ace as quick as possible. But here's the thing. All those other cards, they don't go in the trash. They go in something called a momentum bubble. A momentum bubble, right? And the quicker you can fill up this bubble, it will pop, and that's where you will have momentum in your business. That's where people will start to flow in your business. That's when you will start to wake up the signups. That's where people you didn't even talk to say, hey, bro, I've been watching you for 4, 8, 2 years. I'm ready to join. That's when that happens, because you done now filled up that momentum bubble to the max and made it pop, guys. So if you're on a team and you have a team, right? Most people struggle with duplication. I believe duplication is easier than everything else, right? It's actually easier than everything else. So if you're one of those people, you can sign up a lot of people, you already got 80% of the work done. If you're one of those people and you're great at inviting, you already got most of the work done, right? Duplication comes from you being a real leader. Now, what does that mean, Garrett? A real leader? Like, come on, dude, that's all you got? A real leader. That is somebody, someone drop in the chat, what does a leader do? Like, what do we grow up to hear that leaders do? Anybody, help me out real quick. There we go. It took one person to get it. Lead from the front. Lead by example. So I put it like this. If Bradley hits me up and he's like, yo, Rich, I want to get in with you, bro. I want to change my life. Like, I'm ready to take this serious. If Bradley messes me and told me he was ready to take this serious and he want my mentorship, Bradley don't get to tell me what he want to do. Bradley got to do what I tell him to do. So the first step is you have to have enough confidence in your leadership, or you need to pass them to somebody that's confident. See, the reason why I'm gonna keep talking about the passing thing is because 90% of this call, you're probably having a hard time because you're trying to do everything that you're not qualified to do yet. So what you want to do is kind of like call your mentors out. See, my team, I love for them to try to call me out. Hey, bro, this is what I think you should do to grow your business. Call your whole team. I'll do it with you. That's how I talk. Hey, bro, yeah, you stuck? All right, let's call your whole team. Let's give them direct instructions tomorrow. Let's tell them about all the calls tomorrow. Let's edify the calls. Let's get them to do a grand opening. I'll do it with you. What happens is they were loud about the excuse, but when I said I'll do it with you, they realized they wasn't about that life. Right? So you want to give detailed instructions. You have to understand, guys, the training starts at hello. The training, like a lot of people want to train their person after they pay 4 days later. We don't even, like nowadays in network marketing, they don't even do it in 24, 48 hours. Usually it's like 4, 8 days later. Hey, bro, you still in? All right, let's get you going. No. The training starts at hello. So when Bradley messages me, notice how when Bradley says, yo, I want to get in, which I'm gonna say, yo, appreciate you, Bradley, for reaching out to me. Look, I'm super busy. I really don't even do business in my inbox. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're someone serious, I could dedicate probably the next 2 weeks pointing you in the right direction to make sure that you're a profitable business owner. If that's something that you can do, then I'll send you over the information on how to get on our private call tonight to see if you're qualified to even start. That is most likely going to be my tone with anybody, because I am confident enough to know now at this point in my career that I'm going to be doing more of the work for you than you are yourself, because I do something. This is one of my top secrets, I guess you could say, like top things to do, is something called soul swapping. So soul swapping, I know that's like a crazy name, but I wrote a book basically. So I wrote like a whole launching duplication book. So in one of the chapters, I had something called soul swapping. So soul swapping is basically, if Bradley is my new member, I started training him at the door. So the way I responded, I want him to respond to people like that. Then after I responded, I sent him to a webinar. I want him to send people to webinars. Then I plugged him in a group chat, got a flyer made for him, threw him in the group chat and said, everybody, here's Bradley. I want y'all to welcome him. He's dedicated. He's ready to go on a monster run. He said he's taking this information. Next 6 months, he's going to be this, and this, and that. I'm going to give him a long, detailed welcome, because when he brings in people, guess what I want him to do? Give a long, detailed welcome. Then I'm going to say, yo, Bradley, since you excited, I know we got a call in an hour that you're going to be getting on. But before we do that call in an hour, what I want to do is I want to connect you with Josh. Josh is somebody who is crazy with the automation. He's somebody crazy going online. I kind of see him in you. He's somebody that's already doing $50,000 to $100,000 a month in the business, and I see a little bit in him in you. The only difference is I know when he's seen this opportunity, he went all out with it. I don't know nothing about you yet, Bradley, but maybe you're somebody that's ready to go all out. If that's something that you think you would be open to doing, I would love to connect you with Josh. Do you think you'll be open to building the business on top of becoming a profitable investor? Oh yeah, bro. I definitely want to run the business too. I ain't just, I want to trade, but awesome, bro. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna connect you with Josh. And so then I'm gonna connect them with another person that's already getting results. If that call don't go as well, I'm gonna say, yeah, man, Josh, he's a little aggressive, man. But here's what I want to do, bro. I want to kind of connect you with Stephanie. She's kind of more loving, man. Stephanie is just a person who ain't serious about the business. Basically, Stephanie's more loving. I see Josh kind of rubbed you wrong. You didn't sound like you wanted to just go crazy with building right away. But, Stephanie, she's been getting on the sessions, and every single day she's been profiting. Now Bradley has been exposed. He done been checked at the door. He done been put in the group chats with a warm welcome. He knows what the schedule is. I done told him pull out his phone. We done set his alarm clocks for 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and all the calls that we do. We scheduled his grand opening. I now done connected him with a person that's making 6 figures, and now I done connected him with Stephanie that's halfway out the door. Look, you seen Stephanie, you heard from Josh. Which one you want to be? And he's going to let me know all the answers from there if he could be potentially my mentee or not. And now you qualified a person with multiple exposures. See, people say multiple exposures, and some people train it in a way where it could be something done over time. I ain't got time from that. Didn't we say we here to compress time? We need to compress time. So multiple exposures can be done in one day. You can expose somebody 8 times in one day. I challenge you to learn this skill because this is a skill. This is a skill, ladies and gentlemen. You can expose somebody 5 to 8 times in one day. Right? So you want to soul swap, right? Understand that every new member that you bring in is only going to do 50% of what you show them. So if I show Bradley all those steps when I brought him in, did it take longer? Yes. Did I have to say more? Yes. Is my prospect now way better than yours? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Because most people are saying, yo, Bradley, you want to trade with me? Come on, man. We trade our butts off. We're killing it in the markets. Bro, 80, 90%. Yeah, bro, you going to get in. You going to trade. Man, welcome to the team, Bradley. Let's set up your broker. Set up your broker. Set up your trade locker. Oh, yeah. And now that you got all that BS done, write a list of 10 people. You got your list? Cool, I'll call you tomorrow. I mean, that's most people's onboarding. Check me in the chat if I'm wrong. Guys, that's most people in the industry's onboarding. 2 things happen right here. 2 things happen. I need to see this chat because maybe I'm old now. I don't know. Check me in. Maybe I'm old and outdated. But what happens is you're killing your org. You killed it at the door. See, you notice how I said you want to check people at the door and it's a training at the door? Okay, the way my verbiage was that last time, the only thing I'm attracting is traders in my business. The only thing that I'm going to attract is traders in my business. See, we're in network marketing. So if you're looking at your org, and you realize 90% of your org are traders, that means you're allowing anything through the door for commissions. You're allowing anything through the door. I get it. We're in a trading company. If you're going to allow that to trick you into knowing what you're really involved in, I promise you, you're going to look back 6 months down the line. It doesn't matter if it's a team of 200, 100, 50, 500, 1,000, 5,000. You don't want a team of traders. You want a team of people that understand the concept of being the ultimate entrepreneur. That's investing, that's building a business, that's using their business money to go trade. That's using their trading money to invest in their business. But if you dumb down your organization because you want the quick, easy, just copy and paste. Just copy and paste. I promise you, you're going to look up one day and say, dang, why is it just me and my homeboy building this team of 1,000? Right? That's because everybody else, you didn't give them direct instructions on what to do when they join your organization. You didn't give them direct details on what the vision looked like. See, our vision is to create 1,000 diamonds, just in our org alone. Everyone knows that. You can go talk to anybody in the org, they be like, yo, what y'all doing this for? They be like, yo, shit, we trying to create 1,000 diamonds. That's the vision. right? So you gotta let people know at the front door, hey, bro, I know this is what I love this line, and I get so much flack for it. Bro, I know you want to learn how to trade, but the truth is, you too broke to trade. You're too broke to trade. That's why we were blessed with the prop firms. Because the truth is, you can have $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. You still too broke to trade. It's not meant for us. It's meant for the banks. It's meant for the banks, ladies and gentlemen. If it wasn't for them kids I was running with 10 years ago on Facebook, we probably still wouldn't be trading. We probably still wouldn't be trading because it's not really for us. What are we doing? We're piggybacking the banks and scraping profits. And we think we're so smart. We think like we went to college. Here's another one of my Zoom, baby. They hear these Zooms and they gotta come say hi. But we didn't go to college for this, ladies and gentlemen. We learned this through Discord in academies for $100, $200. Right? So you have to understand that you want to build a team that you're proud to wake up every single day, and not a team that's going to have you stressed out in the long run trying to keep your check. But you have to make a decision at the front door. What are you allowing in your org? Are you scared to tell that person, hey, bro, I don't think trying to flip $50 is a good idea. I don't think having $100 account is going to set you up in the best direction to not worry about your bills next month. Well, at least if you want to invest your last 100 to trade with, hey, bro, let me help you work with you and let's get your 3 and free so you don't have to worry about a monthly membership and get knocked out the game because of bills. You told me you want to make this work. You told me 2026 is your year. You told me you're going all out. But what I've noticed off of doing this a long time, a lot of people get knocked out the game just because of that monthly membership. Let's waive that right now. Let's waive that tonight. Who do you know right now that give you $200? Who do you know right now that need $200? Who do you know that got influence? Who do you know that's trustworthy? Who do you know that got bills over their head? Who do you know at your job that was complaining about the job? Who do you know at your job that loved the dang job? Let's call them right now. Let's call them right now. I believe if you introduce me to them the right way, and bro, this is how you're gonna do it. When you call them, you ain't gonna bro me. You gonna let them know that I'm somebody you truly believe in that's gonna impact your life. I introduced you to a platform that you see a vision in. So when you introduce me, no, I'm not rich yet, bro. Clearly, we know each other. You know I'm not rich. But here's what you're gonna say. You see me being rich with this blueprint. So when you edify me, you're gonna say, yo, this is Garrett, somebody that I met, someone that gave me the blueprint. I know in the next 6 months, 9 months, he's gonna do amazing things, and he wants to bring me on this journey with him. And he asked me if I knew anybody that is like me. I thought of you. And then you shut up and you let me do the talking. And I'm gonna help you get your 3, bro. That's soul swapping. What's gonna happen is by the time you do 4, I say 4 to 7 calls for this person, what's gonna happen is that person is gonna start interrupting you during the call. You're talking now, right? Yeah, bro. You know, this is how you're gonna get in. This is what we doing. Next thing you know, he then unmuted his line and said, hey, but you forgot this. But this, you got one more time and you're a leader now. You got one more time to interrupt me while I'm closing one of your prospects, and you're now on your own. That is soul swapping. So now, when that person interrupts me on the 3rd time, I know you didn't heard me do this enough. If you hear me or any of my leaders that I'm close with, you won't know that I'm not talking. I'm going to say that again. If you hear me and then you hear any of my leaders train, you won't know that it's not me talking. They are saying the same thing that I would say. They got the same lines. They using the same words. They saying the same things because I done soul swapped so much with them. Our visions are aligned. Now, here's the hard part is when they leave, making sure they do the same with their teams. So here's what you want to do. Sometimes when I'm talking to Josh, some of you guys might know Josh, the other Josh on my team, little Josh. Sometimes when I'm talking to him and I notice that it's going to be a long conversation, I say, whoa, 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 whoa. Who can we invite on this call so they can hear this as well? Because I understand that if you're going to learn, get out. Bye. Take your brother with you. I understand long time ago, if you're going to take time out to learn, you might as well bring 10 people with you. Because 5 of them might learn it before you. And you only need 2 of them to take the information and run it up before you, and you max out the comp plan. So a lot of times what's happening is you're having private convos with your mentor. You're learning. You're on the webinars, but you came by yourself. Then you're trying to learn the information or get close with the mentor. Then take all those gems back to the people and act like you the one now. Cool. That used to be cool, but we made it better now. When you're going through that learning progress, or you're at that lunch with that mentor, or you're on the phone, I promise you, no mentor is gonna say, "Dang, bro, you ruined the moment. You trying to add a third." It's not a date. It's not a date, right? No mentor is gonna be like, "Oh, you want to add your mentee in on this call? What the heck? We was having a moment." No one's saying that. So if you ever get a moment where you're like, "Dang, I'm about to really learn something," you should stop and say, "Hey man, I got somebody that really busting their butt on my team. Do you mind if he chime in on this call?" He won't say nothing. I'll just tell him mute up. But do you mind if he chime in? Because now you're putting in people in position to do better than you. You're putting them in position to do better than you, right? So last thing before we get up out of here, because I got another call I got to get on. I actually wrote this out. Where was it? I like doing new training, so I was writing something out, and I noticed something. So this is how I rank the ranks here. Founder, right? Founder. Founder is a smart customer. Founder is somebody who realized the products, services are real value. And they realize, like, wait a minute, I can be 3 and free. And let me just go out there and try to accomplish my 3 and free. And because the people on my team are probably trying to do the same, I get the fact you're just a smart customer. See, sometimes when I'm talking to people, they're like, "Oh yeah, I don't want to build." I let them know you're not a builder. You're not a builder just because you start talking. That's not a builder. You're just a smart customer right now, right? And then when you're ready, right? When you're ready to be a platinum, now you're just putting yourself in position to be smart enough to leverage leaders. You're still not just like a builder, right? This is not your life. A builder, this their life. Like they do this all day, every day. They gotta make that's my definition of a builder, right? But you can still be profitable as a smart customer and a leader leverager, right? You can still go through the ranks as a smart customer, someone just showing results, showing the academy, showing the back office. My favorite thing to show is the results where it show the trades. Like what else we got to talk about? 5 winners, 1 loss. You missed out on 4 trades you could have been winning. You know what I'm saying? That's an easy sell. And then after that, you're a sapphire. When you become a sapphire, I believe this is when you have to be at least a presenter. You have to know how to get the presentation and share the presentation. Right? So if you're not a sapphire yet, ask yourself, what do I need to start doing? 1, become a smart customer, start using the tools, using the services, show it every single day, show other people doing it, right? Go 3 and free, help everybody do the same. If you're not a platinum yet, what do you need to start doing? Leveraging your leaders. I challenge you to do 53 ways this week. Challenge you. It don't matter with your upline or somebody that's a cross line. Go do 53 ways if you not even a platinum yet, right? Sapphire. This is somebody who needs to be showing the business at least 3 times a week. At least 3 times a week. You are now a launcher, presenter, right? Ruby, this is when you're a builder, and you're a builder that established systems. At least this is what you want to be by the time you're Ruby, a builder who has established systems, right? And so if you're none of these things, guys, I want you guys to literally make a decision today. I told you about the 5 type of marketers. I now told you about the 5 type of categories of ranks. You mix those together, the answer's right there in your face of what you need to be. The answer's right there in your face on what you need to be, guys. Like I said, my first year, I struggled my first 6 months just trying to be a student. It wasn't until I realized that I need to do what the money makers are doing. And even if I fall short, that's a new lifestyle for me. That's a new life for me. Even if I fall short. So I want you guys, no matter what your goal is, right? If you want a new car, new house, you want to make 6 figures, 7 figures this year, you have the blueprint in the business that other people are going to get it done this year. What is the difference between you and me? Nothing. The only difference is I know when I really want to go all out, I need to go Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, multiple times a day. Get a system, get a funnel, call people, message 50 people. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, there used to be a saying. My first upline used to always say, "How many no's you get today? How many no's did you get today?" And I used to be like, "Shit, like 100." And he used to always be like, "Oh, you're gonna be successful." And I never understood it. Like, I mean, bro, I got no's. I'm broke as hell. What you mean I'm gonna be successful? And he said, I want you to start counting your no's. A lot of people count the yes, and they want to celebrate the yes. He said the yes is only proof that the no's was worth it. He said, don't look at the yeses like you made it. No, he said, you ain't make nothing. You making $80 every yes. I'm like, yeah, true. He said, the yes is just proof that you should go get more no's. Guys, to this day, I promise you, for every dollar I've made in the industry, I've earned a no. I've earned a no. So right now, you guys can start doing YouTube, go learn SEO, and do YouTube. This is stuff I shouldn't even be telling you right now because I need to go do it myself. But I'm going to tell you because most people ain't going to do it anyway. It's a fact. Go make a YouTube, 3-4 videos a day, targeting the keyword Akashics, trading, Forex. Figure out the rest. Go make a TikTok, brand new one, old one. It don't even matter. Do the same thing you did on YouTube. Go make an Instagram. Now Instagram got SEO. Go do the same thing. That right there alone is going to start putting you in front of the people you looking for, and they looking for you. Then what you want to do is go to your favorite Wix. I had ClickFunnels my first year in the industry. So I don't got no excuses for y'all. I don't care. I went bankrupt on ClickFunnels. Go get you a ClickFunnels, a Wix, whatever is in your preference. You want to be broke, go with Wix. You want to make money, go with ClickFunnels. Just straight up. Go make you a funnel. Go put you a video on there that explains why they should do business with you. If you think you too bad looking to be on there, go put Jay on there. He's a good looking guy. Go tell him make a video. Go use Jay video till you start looking nice and good too. That's what I did. It don't matter. It's my job to check you at the door, let you know, hey, I ain't on that video, but one of my mentors is, he gonna be breaking it down to you. Matter of fact, after you watch that 10-minute video, I'm gonna get him on the phone. That's my job to let them know at the door that ain't gonna be me on the video. But guess what? When you press sign up on that video, oh, it's gonna say my name on the contract site. You can do that today. Matter of fact, you need to do that today. Matter of fact, if you don't do that today, you don't want 6 figures. That's just a fact. You need a funnel. You need a brand. You need a story. You need consistency. You need to show up as a leader. That's how you make the money. There's no secret to this. It's go do what the winners is doing. Go find 5 to 10 winners in Akashics and do what they're doing every single day. I promise you get it done in 6 months. Go find 5 to 10 winners in Akashics and do what they're doing every single day. I promise you in 6 to 9 months, you're a winner. Or I owe you a dinner at your favorite restaurant. I challenge you. And then if you challenge me, I need you to show me you did it every day. Show me that you posted the YouTubes, you posted the TikToks, you went on Instagram, you went live. If you post it in your stories, you're gonna just stay broke. That is the worst place to post. Stop it. Just stop. That was meant for the rich people in COVID. It don't work no more. Get out your stories. It's a waste of time. You're wasting your content. You're wasting everything. Get out your stories. No one's looking there. Okay? Go on the reels. Spam, spam, spam. If you don't feel comfortable on your page, go make a new one and spam, spam, spam the relatable marketer. Tell your story, show your journey, show you using the products, show you at your low moments, show you at your high moments. The biggest regret I have is when I joined the Akashics, I didn't document everything from that part. I told myself, I was like, dang, this is the first time like I really just took a major setback. I should document this. Because I know it ain't gonna last long. But it happened so quick, I ain't even have a chance. That's how quick it's gonna happen for you guys. That's how quick. So the last thing you gonna want is not have that documented. I promise you, you want that documented. Because that's gonna make all those customers feel comfortable with you joining you, even when they never spoke to you guys. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. I know that this literally can be your year to take this thing to the massive, massive levels, guys. I believe we're 90 days in Akashic's history. Yes, it was probably, with probably been in longer, depending on when you joined, when it was partnered up with the old thing. But now that it's Akashic, that's a 90-day journey. That means you're 90 days earlier than everyone else. That means you're new to this. That means everyone's new to this. No one's heard this. No one's the face of this. No one's the top earner of this. No, that's how I look at it. You got so many opportunities to go be the face. Go be the one that they talk about when they say Akashics. Go be the one that video is floating around when they say, hey, do you got an overview? Do you got some type of video I can watch? We should have your video because there's a lot of leaders that ain't done theirs. Don't worry. Don't sit back and wait for the leaders to do something you could have did that automatically made you a leader. Don't wait. Don't wait. A lot of stuff that should have been done by ain't done yet. Step up, do it. Step up, do it. Right now, you got the opportunity to say, I'm going to start showing the plan 2 times a week. Yo, Josh, Jay, I want to do my grand opening. Throw me on a flyer. Make me look good. Throw you next to me. I'm doing a grand opening tomorrow. I'm inviting 20 guests. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to say why I joined. You do the presentation. I guarantee neither one of them say no. Promise you neither one. They will probably be happy as hell that you want to do one. Okay? But these are all things you can do tonight. So the biggest gem before I get out of here, last thing, is like I told you, when I learned something, I applied it, then taught it. So whatever you took away from tonight, you should apply tonight and then get to teaching, right? If you're serious with your business, guys. So peace, love, happiness, Josh, Jay. I'm going to throw this thing back to you guys. I appreciate you guys for having me on. A lot of success, a lot of diamonds loading, a lot of rubies loading, a lot of just see you guys in Miami. I don't know if you guys know about the Miami event, but we got a huge Miami event going on right before the Diamond Cruise. The biggest takeaway that I've taken away from any events, I've been doing this for 14 years, I've never missed an event that I was qualified for. I didn't even miss Fort Lauderdale when we joined the company. I drove out there. So I drove to Fort Lauderdale just a couple months ago just to make sure I never missed an event still. So you don't want to miss no events that you're qualified for. You don't want to miss no events, period. And this is what I want you to think about. Every person you bring to the event with you is a guaranteed founder within their business. So ask yourself, how many founders do I need to get to my goal? How many people do I need to bring to this damn event? That is your answer. Because every person you bring to an event, just based off of my history of seeing the game, most people who make it to events at least launch 10 people. All right. So peace, love, happiness. I'm gonna throw this thing back to you. See you guys in Miami. Let's get it. Let's go. See y'all on the Get Money call.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you big time. I want you guys to put some more sevens in the chat for Mr. Garrett Roberts, Rich Off the Net, the pioneer of the space, the industry we are in. Man, how amazing was that, guys? Like, seriously, like to get to listen to somebody. And can you see how fired up he is? You know how many years he's been in this? And he still has more fire than 99.99999% of people in the world. And that's what it takes to fucking win, guys. Like, listen to that got me fired up. I saw everybody's eyes that had their cameras, and I had people texting me the entire time talking about this is it right here. And yes, Derek, I just saw you put it in the chat. I was just going to say this. You guys are going to want to re-watch this, not just once, but I would say re-listen to this multiple times because the value that was gotten from that was absolutely insane. The game that was given was absolutely insane. There were so many things to learn. And the crazy part is he even went longer than we expected. And I could see everybody still engaged. And so we're all super grateful and blessed to have him on this call. And I hope you guys do what he says and take action. If leadership, or if launch calls or something you guys want to do, put it in the chat. Say, I want to do a launch call. Type in the chats, launch. Not this one, not this one. And whatever team chat you're in, or text me, text Josh, text Tip, text Zay, text whoever your leaders are, guys, and say launch. And we will set up, we will get a flyer made. We will go ahead and do exactly just that and launch your business into the stratosphere. Because when we first got started, that's what we did, right? They say amateurs start a business, leaders launch a business, professionals launch a business. And so we have that ability right here, and we're willing to help anybody possible go ahead and crush this on a massive level. And I want to just give you guys my biggest takeaway from the entire thing. I really do believe it is showing up every single day and being that leader, that person. You talked about leading from the front, leading by example. I mean, could you do that at that energy level for this many years? You know why he's excited? Because one, he knows what he's doing, but he has done it. He knows what the fruits of his labor has brought out of all these years. He knows the blueprint, he applies the blueprint, and he gives the blueprint to every single person. Why not you? If you are someone that's going to take this call, and this is going to be the game changer, the day that their entire life changes, their entire business changes, let me see some ones in the chat. Exactly. So at the beginning of the call, Josh talked about there's always a call within your career, probably a few different times that you'll hear something, whether it's an event or a call where it just changes. And Josh said one of ours was back in like March of 2019. I believe this is for going to be a lot of people's call that we had the same epiphanies on, the same mindset shifts, the same energy shift. I'm so excited to see what people actually take from this and actually go run and have a massive historical life-changing event from this. But just a couple things. I'm going to pass it back to Josh. He's going to, like Garrett said, there's an event in Miami, right? There's an event in Miami. And for us, our first life-changing moment was a call. Our second one was being at an event. Events are non-negotiable. When you talk about events, you don't tell a doctor, oh, don't go to medical school, right? You want to put, right? So go ahead and share it. Okay, I can just do it. So first off, first call we have in 30 minutes, our Get Paid session every single week on Tuesdays, guys. Now at 10 p.m. EST and 9 p.m. CST. these 4 people go live and they've crushed it. I think it's like they're like 12-1 in the last 2 weeks. Or I don't even think there's a loss that's happened. And this is open for your guests, guys. Anybody that's been on the fence that wants to see money made live, to see what a trade session looks like, to see education given out for free, I would funnel them. I would take out a phone right now and message every single person you've ever showed a presentation to and tell them, hey, you can watch what these educators do every single day live. And if you have a trading account, hey, make some money, right? I know there's people out there that have people that already have trading accounts. Tell them to jump on because I promise you they will make some money, or you can yell at me, right? Now, the second thing, this Saturday, Super Saturday, we have something massive launching, guys, for all of the traders, but also the builders to be able to utilize it for their entire teams. A new product that is going to shift the industry. When I tell you it's going to shift Akashex in such a way that it's going to make everything easier for every single person to trade within this entire company. So I'm super fired up for that. Make sure you're there at 1 p.m. EST. Now, this is what Garrett was talking about, the Go Diamond Summit Miami, guys. You guys were in Fort Lauderdale. We had an event, I think, back in, it was like August. It was absolutely insane. We are doing another one in Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Miami. It's going to be absolutely insane. You're going to get to learn from different 6- and 7-figure earners. You're going to get to hear from Garrett again. You get to hear from people that, just like this call, can change your life in an instant. And so these are non-negotiable, like I was saying, guys. And right after that, we have our leadership cruise. So as you guys know, if you qualified, right, if you hit diamond, or if you've hit any of these and you still have time, right, you still have until the end of this month to qualify or get percentages off on your leadership cruise, where we'll be doing a 7-night cruise for you guys that don't know, or 5 nights, 6 days to the Bahamas, Cozumel. We'll have private leadership trainings. We will have masterminds. You'll get to trade on the ship. It's going to be absolutely insane. But more than anything, you'll get to be in proximity with people that you get to see through Zoom all the time, or maybe through on Instagram or texting. This is actually being able to see these people in real life, to meet, to shake hands, to ask things. I remember when I went to my first event, I accidentally bumped into a 7-figure earner, and the conversation I had alone with him for 5-10 minutes changed my whole entire perspective. So you never know who you're going to meet, and obviously you'll get a chance to meet every single person. So if you want to go ahead and purchase the cruise itself, we'll have more details as far as if you didn't qualify for anything off, you will still have the opportunity to get a seat or get a room within the cruise. But even if you don't go to the cruise, make sure you are at the Go Diamond Summit. And why not? It's Miami, right? Who doesn't want to go to Miami? Miami is a great time this time of year. So absolutely excited. I'm fired up to see everybody. Josh will post more informations within the chat. And like Garrett said, go take action, guys, because everybody knows, if you know me for a long time, I always give the same quote. Knowledge isn't power, because to know and to not do is the same as not knowing at all. So applied knowledge is power. Go use it so you can change your life too. And I'm excited to see everybody very, very soon. But that being said, you guys all have a blessed night. See you guys in 30 minutes on the session. Peace.